Good day, I'm Andrea Chisholm and this is your JIS News for Thursday, September 25. Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson has sought to assure the country that the lower number of confirmed cases of chikungunya versus the high number of suspected cases is normal in countries affected by the virus. He explained that only cases confirmed by the lab can be reported as confirmed. In the meantime, Dr. Ferguson says many of the persons experiencing flu-like symptoms may not be infected with chikungunya.
Some of them, again, it is not necessarily chikungunya because this is the time of the year when we have flu, when we have dengue, and let me also reveal that the lab tests can also confirm both dengue and chikungunya.
The minister was speaking at a JIS think tank Wednesday where he reiterated that persons who have chikungunya should take paracetamol and not aspirin. In the meantime, Dr. Ferguson says the ministry is taking a unified approach to address mosquito-borne diseases and is calling on Jamaicans to play an active role. The minister announced that a meeting to plan a national cleanup day would be held this week. Stakeholders from various sectors will be invited. Jamaica is set to receive $68.8 million more from the International Monetary Fund (IMF), bringing total disbursements under the arrangement to $483.2 million. This follows Wednesday's announcement by the Executive Board of the IMF that it has formally completed its review of Jamaica's performance under the Extended Fund Facility for the April to June quarter. The IMF said gains from government's economic reform program was emerging as Jamaica had regained access to the capital markets and was increasing its business competitiveness. The fund added that the removal of impediments to investments should foster economic growth, increase jobs and reduce poverty. Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips recently announced the formation of a cabinet subcommittee to identify and remove impediments to growth projects. The IMF mission to Jamaica conducted the fifth review of the economy between August 13 and 22 this year. Meanwhile, Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips is confident that Jamaica will also pass the sixth IMF test, a review of the country's performance for the July to August period.
The sixth quarterly review, the due date, which is the target date, is next Tuesday. So all the signs point positively.
And still on the financial scene, government has signed a $150 million agreement with the World Bank to strengthen the business environment and facilitate private sector investments. The initiative, dubbed the Foundations for Competitiveness and Growth Project, will be implemented by the Planning Institute of Jamaica over the next 6 years. Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips signed the Memorandum of Understanding with the World Bank on Wednesday.
It will provide resources for private businesses, private firms, to undertake feasibility or pre-feasibility studies in relation to strategic investment projects that they may be embarked upon.
Dr. Phillips added that it would also facilitate the development of technical studies for critical growth sectors such as the creative industries and the information and communication technology sector. World Bank Executive Thomas Viss also outlined how some of the money would be spent.
25 of the $50 million of the project is for SMEs, direct support, through matching grants and line allocations under lines of credit.
The Foundations for Competitiveness and Growth Project is part of the World Bank's country partnership strategy with Jamaica. It's a strategy to help modernize the public sector, enable private sector growth, and strengthen Jamaica's resilience to social and climate change. And finally, the Jamaica Business Development Corporation, JBDC, has garnered more than $25 million from the private sector to support its mobile business clinic initiative. JBDC, which is a government entity, will team up with private sector companies to provide development and technical support to micro, small and medium-sized enterprises. The National Commercial Bank is one of the entities supporting the initiative.
We're pleased that we have had an opportunity to partner with the JBDC in this mobile clinic initiative. We recognize that there are a number of Jamaicans who really are left out. They are not included. There is lack of financial inclusion for a sector of this country, and we see this mobile initiative as one way to foster that financial inclusion.
Fidelity Motors Limited, meanwhile, contributed 3 mobile office units to deliver business services in the region. The JBDC Mobile Business Clinic will get going on October 29 in St. James. To learn more about the program, contact the JBDC or visit their website, jbdc.net. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Thank you for watching.